Hello and welcome to day 33. It is 22:05. It has been a very long day with clients looking at team building today. So I've only just got home, but I was determined to do this video, especially on day 33, because according to research at UCL University by a researcher called Lally, it takes on average 66 days to form a new habit, and if the task is complex or you are not very habit responsive, it can take up to 254 days to form a habit. So I've been filming these videos for 33 days, so it's going to be at worst another 221 days to form a video filming habit, or at best another 33. Either way, what I found that helps me form a habit is making this silly bet to do these 365 videos, and now feeling compelled to do it because I don't want to be a failure. But habits. Habits form in a part of the brain called the basal ganglia, which actually the amygdala is part of, which is in the limbic system, which, if you remember, I believe day 26 possibly, it might be day 28, I can't remember right now, it's late, is the part where the emotions, the emotional part of your brain, the brain that outthinks the prefrontal cortex, which is why habits actually are automatic and sometimes you don't realize you're even doing them. Now, some habits are context specific, as in you will pick up a cup of tea, and because you've always had a biscuit with a cup of tea, when you pick up tea you automatically go and find a biscuit. Some habits occur because of a strong emotional response, which makes sense, isn't it? That someone who's had maybe one or two bad flights, they might therefore develop a habit of being fearful of flights very quickly, because the emotional response in conjunction with the basal ganglia, which forms a strong emotional attachment and gives you a habit of feeling fearful in flights. It might be if you've had a couple of bad relationships that you form a habit, a fear of relationships, of being abandoned because you've had two bad emotional experiences. So there is definitely a link between the emotional part of the brain and the habit forming part of the brain. Now, the part of the basal ganglia that forms habits, or is involved in habit making, is the dorsomedial striatum. And that is the bit of the brain that's activated when you do something new and makes you feel good, and it is the beginning of habit forming. So habit forming can occur because you've had a bad experience and it's linked to the emotional part of the brain, or it can be linked to can start to form because you've had a good experience. So one of the ways that we can start to look at building habits is creating good experiences. So perhaps after we do something, we congratulate ourselves, we do a little dance, we sing a happy song in our head, we have a biscuit. So it's about helping us begin to form that habit. Now, over the next few days, I'm going to talk a lot more about habit forming. An email just come in my computer, and we'll look at how we can begin to form good habits, hopefully much quicker than 254 days. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.